we're getting there, and we got rid of the old thinking or the old habit of having just the list of references at the end of the presentation or at the end of the speech, and we have been seeing citations on the slides. However, we still need to improve on with the manner that we present our information. And that was the purpose of the lesson about short citations, wherein you give a brief description of your source, a signal phrase saying that, oh, this expert, this scholar, this source, this organization is backing up my viewpoint, my ideas, or my opinion, or my argument. And the complete citation would be necessary, most especially at the end of our presentation, although commonly when I attend, because I attend almost every day global presentations and global lectures, most scholars, most academic lecturers out there globally, when they have a short citation, they also have a complete citation at the bottom of their slide. But I don't require you to use both. You can use short citation phrases when presenting your information on the slide. It's okay with me. It's okay too if you use a complete citation, but if you feel that it's to the audience to know that you have a source, it is important that you tell your audience, these are my viewpoints and these are my supporting facts from sources. So that's why we need to have short citation phrases in giving credit to our source. So I really urge the next batch of speakers to use short citation phrases. You know that we have a discussion on this. We have an activity. I made you read an article. I asked you to pick out sample phrases of citation of sources, and you were able to do that exactly. And you said it's not difficult to tell your audience who says what, who writes what, who argues what, who claims what. So it's as simple as that. But it's nice to talk about the expertise, about the professionalism and the credibility of your source. And I even tell you that you can power up your voice by articulating well who said what, who are the experts, or who is a particular expert or professional or group that is backing up your viewpoint or your argument. And I have given you 3 examples of those citation phrases, and we went over the verbs that were used, such as acknowledges, asserts, points out, and then we have argued, we have asserted. And on the next slide that I have, I showed you that I use a short citation phrase, and since this is a table, it is required that a table, a graph, an illustration should have a complete citation of the source at the bottom of that table, graph, or chart. So I have a short citation that goes, Rasmussen in 2003 suggests a list of verbs on the table below. And then I have given you these verbs not just to show you an example of how to cite sources, but to enable you to use these verbs in your citation phrases. So let's use one of your classmates' excellent PowerPoint, and I'll show you that instead of her using a long or complete citation, she would be using the short citation on her slide. So instead of having that complete citation, she would say that healthliteracyworlded.org explains the reason why people smoke. Another example, instead of having a complete citation at the bottom of her slide, she would say the Center for Disease Control and Prevention. And this gives a clear picture of what organization is saying what. So this story that backs up her argument is a very credible source. Next one, she would be telling a story again, and instead of having this long or complete citation, because most of you complain about this as distracting to your eyes. So let's try to take a look at the short citation that should be used. Okay, so smoking kills, and the proof of that is the Brian story from whyquit.com. Now your classmate will present her sources in a complete form or manner. What happens to the picture? As I have discussed to you several times, you can give acknowledgement to the images or pictures that you use by saying thanks to the following, or by having this titled as acknowledgement page. So you have all your pictures given acknowledgement at the end of your sources. They will not run after us because we're not making money out of their pictures. Now, when it comes to tables and graphs or charts, it is a must that we tell our audience where we got the source. So it is not excusable for us not to cite graphs, charts, and tables. It has to be completely cited because the graphs and tables are crucial information or facts that must be properly cited. And that ends my reminder. I really hope that you would be able to get 50 points in citing your sources by using a proper way of giving credit to your source by using short citation phrases.